Hello friends. So I'm looking different right now than the tutorial that you're going to see for the rest of the video. I pre-filmed this a while ago, and I didn't get the chance to upload it before the murder of George Floyd and lots of the protests and everything started happening, so I didn't want to upload that in poor taste. And I also wanted to add this in before that, just so it doesn't seem like I'm ignoring it on this platform. I've been much more active on my other platforms of social media and trying to share and amplify Black voices. So I just want to kind of say that I would really like to just encourage anybody that is watching this to support the Black Lives Matter movement. Do the education, do the research. Black people don't owe you an explanation for absolutely everything. You can find plenty of that information online yourself. Don't argue with Black people when they tell you that they're going through something, because who knows better than them? Not me. Not anybody else's white ass. So police brutality is an ongoing issue, and it's not only an issue in the States. As a Canadian, I can recognize that it is an issue in Canada as well. Our Indigenous population is treated very poorly by the police, as well as much of our Black population as well. Police brutality isn't just in the United States, it's in a lot of places. And I would also encourage you guys to, again, do your research on that as well and ask for change. I've made donations where I can. I don't have, like, a whole ton of money. Daddy Trudeau is supporting me right now. I can't work for at least another while. I think I'm not going back to work until September. So, I mean, obviously I don't have a whole ton to give. Oh god, I got a hair on my forehead. There we go. I have attended a protest. I am immunocompromised, so that was a risky thing for me to do, but I did want to show support as much as I possibly could, especially not having a lot of finances to really donate to the matter. And I've been using my social media to amplify and share information as much as I possibly can. I've been having discussions with people in my life about different things, and they're awkward and difficult discussions to have, but they are important. So I, again, would like to encourage you guys to do your own research. I will link some things down below. I will also have some petitions down below, like Breonna Taylor's murderers still have not been convicted. They haven't been arrested. One guy was fired. And, I mean, that doesn't mean shit. So, again, we'll leave some of that kind of stuff down below. And with that, if you wanted to go down in the comments and complain about the fact that Aunt Jemima's label is being changed, then you can just head on out. Thanks so much. And yeah, if you're also disagreeing with anything that I'm saying, feel free to not subscribe or support me in any way, because I don't want that from you. And with that, we're gonna get into the tutorial that I filmed weeks ago now. Alright, so friends, hello. Obviously I have scooched you in for the actual tutorial portion of this. I am just gonna do one eye on camera and then I'll do the other eye off camera just for the sake of time. But with that, I'm just gonna hop into it. I've just got like a couple little single shadows here from MAC. I have a natural flirt, which is like one of the in extra dimensions. It's basically just like a light champagne shade with like a little bit of a peach reflect. And then I also have Paint by Umber. This one was limited edition, but essentially it's just a peachy light tan kind of shade, and it's totally matte, so pretty easy to track down. Now I'm keeping this like ridiculously simple. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Paint by Umber onto a Morphe M504, and I have a little bit of concealer on my lids right now. And I'm just gonna zhuzh that all over the place. I just want like a little wash of color. Yeah, like literally just that. Easy peasy. And then I'm gonna go into my, oh my god, a natural flirt, same fluffy brush. And just pop that over top just to give it a little bit of a sheen. And then just on a smaller flat brush, this is just one that I got back when I was in college, I'm taking that just under the brow and also on my inner corner. just for some extra shine. Now, if you want to amp it up a little bit, I also, oh my god. I also have this eyeshadow from Marc Jacobs. This is one of their sequins. I think it was limited edition, but I'm not sure. It's in the shade Flashlight, and it's basically like a very high shine white shade. So I'm going to take that on my finger because that's how these apply best. And I'm going to go on my inner corner. Yeah, because you guys can see how much more intense that is. This is the kind of formula where it's like little chunks or little flakes. So that's why I find that they apply best with the finger. I'm also just going to pop that underneath the brow. And then blending it with a clean finger. Just like that. Because I want a very shiny underbrow. So to go over the liners that we're going to be using, I have two from Beauty Bar Baby. I have Candy Buttons and Jelly Fruit. So this one's a really, really light peach, and this one's like a light pink. They're both kind of like a pastel neon kind of color. It's from their Unicorn Candy collection, and these do glow in the dark. And then I also have my scrunchie from Suva Beauty. So this one is also glow in the dark. Same kind of formula, just much, much, much larger, as you guys can see. Also glows in the dark. So I think to start, I'm going to go in with my Morphe 250-2. It's longer than most of my other liner brushes, but I'm just going to kind of mess around, you know. We'll see how it goes. And I'm going to start with the shade Candy Buttons. So I'm going to wet that brush, do the whole dance of lathering it up in there. And then this is going to go across like the majority of my lash line because we are going to be doing a little bit of layering. I just tried to hold up a compact that has no mirror to see what I'm doing. There we go. So I'm going to pop this across the lash line here. Ooh. Yeah, I think I do quite like this brush. I haven't played with it too much. There we go. So I'm not taking it all the way in, just most of the way. I think I might do a second layer of this as well once it dries. But I'm going to hop over to my MAC 210, just so you guys can see another super skinny little tiny brush. And now we're going to be doing Jelly Fruit. So I'm just going to be doing this on the very inner corner of my eye, blending the two shades together. There we go. So I'm just adding a little bit more product just to get like a nice opacity here. There we go. I'm going to hop back over to Candy Buttons because I think it's ready for me to add a little bit more product now. Yeah, there we go. The second layer really makes it. So now I need to clean off my MAC 210. So now I'm going in with my Suva Beauty scrunchie to make our wing. Nice and big. So I'm going to keep my eye open while I connect this because I am a little bit hooded. So you'll see here I have like a little shelf that I'm just going to connect there so that it all makes sense when I'm looking straight ahead. Because I find if you don't do this, that's how you can get that kind of like fishhook effect, where it's almost like the liner is kind of like hugging the hood of your lid instead of kind of pretending it's not there. There we go. So now I'm connecting the two shades here. Making sure this is nice and saturated. And then I'm going to go back with Candy Buttons again to blend that even further. So we're basically just going to be kind of going back and forth. until we have a nice happy little medium here. There we go, just like that. So we've got like a nice little ombre liner moment going on here. So I'm just gonna go back in with my flat brush from earlier, back into Paint by Umber, and just pop a little on my lower lash line here. Just to kind of shape my eye a little bit underneath. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of a natural flirt because I wanna maintain the same texture top and bottom. I got powder in my eye, for sure. Ooh, okay, I'm so sorry. I just got interrupted. I had to step away for a second, and I don't fully remember where I left off. I think I was done this eye. Let me take a look and see. Yes, okay. So I'm just gonna put mascara on. I'm gonna skip out on doing lashes just because I want the liner to be very visible. So I'm just gonna do mascara and then finish off my other eye. And then we're gonna come back to do cheeks and lips. Okay, so eyes are done. We are back to finish the rest of the face. Like I said, I only did a lot of mascara just because I wanted to make sure the liner would still be visible. You can totally put on lashes if you want to put on lashes. You can live your best life. These are the choices that I have made. So going into the cheeks, I have already bronzed. I just used my Kaja Beachy Stamp bronzer in the shade Shady. Easy to remember. And for foundation today, I'm just wearing my Nude Sticks Tinted Blur Stick in the shade Light. I love this, because that's all I have left. I love wearing this in the summertime. It is chef's kiss. Pretty light sheer coverage. This is not like a full coverage or even medium coverage. This is very light, but it's just easy to apply with your fingers. It gives you like an overall smooth canvas. Looks really, really good. For concealer, I'm wearing my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I used light peach to color correct a little bit under my eyes, and then medium peach as like an actual concealer. And I believe with that you are all caught up. So for my blush, this is like a little mini size. There we go, my dogs are done. Okay. So this is a little mini of one of the Nudies All Over Dewy color sticks. This is in the shade Sweet Peach Peony. I got this, I think, as a point perk the last time I placed an order on Sephora. So I applied this with my fingers the other day and I found that it did lift off my foundation a little bit. So I'm gonna try like just like putting it on the back of my hand here. This sponge is very dirty, I know. And I'm gonna pick it up on the sponge here and try tapping it on that way. If I could get all the hairs off of my face. Yeah, I think that's going a little bit better. So I just want us to have like a nice little flush. I like how dewy this is as well. And it's just like a nice peachy pink, so it complements the colors on the eyes really, really well. And it just has like a very skin-like finish to it. But actually, yeah, this application method is going a lot better. So I'm going to do it the same way on the other cheek. There we go. Blush is on, and then for highlight, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter in the shade Spotlight. So I'm just going to tap a little bit of this on with my fingers, because this has like a really nice natural dew to it. So again, this has like a really nice skin-like texture as well. I find this does go on the best with fingers. If I put the sponge right on my skin, the sponge will pick up what's underneath it. So this is definitely my recommended method here, just picking it up off the sponge and applying it that way. I'm sure you could also use like a beauty blender or like a Juno sponge or something like that. This is just how I'm gonna do it. And just to add a little fun spice, so I have this compact. This is from the MAC Holiday Collection. However, The actual like color in this is pretty easily replicated. I know I think the Anastasia Dream palette has a shade that's just like this. It's also, if you want something a little bit more toned down, really similar to MAC's Show Gold. But it's got like a pink and a peach shift to it, basically. It's called the Dazzle Pink Dazzle Highlighter, so if you got this at Christmas time, you can use that. You can use any of the other alternatives that I mentioned, or if you don't really want anything glittery shimmery, you can skip it all together and stick with the cream. So I'm going to use a Morphe R31. Now, we want to be careful applying this. We don't want to swipe because I don't want to pick up any of the product underneath. So we're just going to tap that on instead. And this is a pretty loose formula. It actually performs best over a cream product. So this is kind of like the optimal way to use it. Oh, I didn't want to get the highlighter up like right under my nostrils, but it's already been done. So that's just how we're going to do today. So we're very, very shiny. Of course, as you guys know, I love to be shiny. So now all we have left is, oh my god, I have an itch. All we have left is the lips. So I'm going to start with my MAC, oh, the name's rubbing off, Oak lip liner. And I'm just going to mostly define the upper and lower. I'm not going to fill. I just want to get like a nice shape going. Go. So we're kind of lined and defined, and then I'm just going to go back in with the same Nude Sticks product I used on my cheeks. And slap that on. I'm just going to kind of smoosh my lips together here. Blend that out, and then just to add a little bit more color to it, I have my Dominique Cosmetics. There is a hair on my lip. Oh, but I can't, wait. Ooh, that was a nice long dog hair. Okay, so I've got my Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss in Strawberry Lemonade. And I'm just gonna throw this over top. Just like that. And this is the finished look. So as I mentioned, these do glow in the dark. I have my black light with me here. Oh, the battery is low. Oh man. Well, that sucks. Ooh. These do glow in the dark, but this has like next to no power left in it, unfortunately. So if I'm able to insert some pictures at the end, if I can hunt down some batteries, I absolutely will do that. If not, I apologize. I will also be a little bit sad because I love to glow in the dark. But again, this is the finished look. Skin is super simple, super shiny. Nice fun liner. Played around with some good stuff, you know. And with that, that is pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and comment down below. Subscribe, ring the bell so you can see the next time that I upload. And that is all I have. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.